Hi, I'm Barbara Johnston with Survival Supplies for You, where we specialize in emergency preparedness. Today I want to talk a little bit about Mylar blankets. Sometimes they're called solar blankets, sometimes survival blankets, but they are made of Mylar, a product or material that was first developed by the space program, by NASA, for use in space. But as so many other things, items developed for the space program are now part of everyday life. Mylar blankets are great because they reflect 90% of your body heat back towards you. That makes them really efficient, and in very cold weather you can remain warm. Let me show you what one looks like. It resembles foil, so the bad part is they don't have more than a couple of uses, maybe 2 or 3, but I'm going to show you some things to do with them so that you can get as much life out of your Mylar blanket as possible. So you'll see it's very foil-like. These Mylar blankets measure 52 inches by 84, so even if you're really tall, you can cover your toes and all the way up to your chin. Mylar blankets have so many uses other than just a blanket. If your sleeping bag's not warm enough, line it with a Mylar blanket. If you have some duct tape and a Mylar blanket, you are in business. You can use the duct tape. You can use the duct tape to make a sleeping bag for a child. Just tape 2 of the edges together. Also, if your home is not well insulated or it's winter and for some reason you don't have heat because of an emergency, you can line the walls of a room with the Mylar blanket using duct tape, and that will reflect the heat back in instead of the heat escaping out through the walls or the windows. Let's say it's summer and it's really, really warm. You can hang up the Mylar blanket with the duct tape in the windows and it will keep the heat out. Now, let's say you have an old Mylar blanket that has maybe gotten torn or isn't in as good a shape. You can, and I'm trying to kind of find the middle here, cut a hole in it. Well, cut a hole in it, but don't throw it on the ground. And make a poncho. They're waterproof. They will keep the rain off of you. Let's say that your Mylar blanket has even seen more abuse. Where do you lose most of the heat from your body? Through your head. So cut a big triangle of Mylar. You can see I'm not even being neat about this. Well, this might be a big enough triangle for me. My head is too big. We're going to try this again. That is not good. There. I need Nick's help. The wind is not cooperating. Here, can you hold part of that while I cut a big triangle? Yeah. Yes, we're still here. There. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Really, if you've been cold and you think this looks stupid, just wait till you're cold. I was stranded once in below 0-degree weather. The car keys had actually broken off in the ignition of the car because it was so cold, and I was freezing. I would have loved to have a Mylar blanket to be warm. What if you're out in the cold and your feet, your shoes and socks aren't warm enough, or maybe it's wet? You can take this same piece of Mylar. Now, you want to wrap it around your sock, not your bare foot. Wrap it around your sock. Put your shoe back on. Well, I'm not doing this very neatly. Put your shoe back on. Put your shoe back on. And it probably would work better if you're able to tie it up a little bit around your ankle. The Mylar is so thin that you won't have trouble getting your shoe back on, and it will again reflect that heat from your foot back towards your foot, and so your feet will stay warm and dry. Some great things for if you are stranded somewhere. Mylar is a wonderful reflector. If I hold it up and you're blinded by the light reflecting back into the camera. If you were stranded at night, take the Mylar blanket and lay it over the back of your car. Anyone driving towards your car is going to see a huge reflector, and that will keep you safe. How many times have you seen an accident at night where another car passing by actually hit the disabled vehicle? This will help you. If you're stranded in the daylight, take the Mylar blanket and lay it over the roof of your car. Any aircraft flying overhead looking for you are going to see this huge reflective mirror, and it's going to make you easy to find. Let's say you had to walk along the highway at night. Grab my trusty scissors. Just cut the Mylar blanket into strips. Take a strip, tie them around your arms and maybe your legs so that you have 4 strips on you. That means any vehicle coming up towards you as you're walking along a dark road would be visible, would make you visible. That's a great thing in an emergency situation. You want to be seen, and this is going to help you be seen. I love emergency preparedness products that multitask, and Mylar blankets are definitely one of the best multitaskers. It's only as small as a deck of cards, weighs a few ounces. An individual blanket costs less than $1.50. These are one of the workhorses of emergency preparedness. We have them available individually or by the case at Survival Supplies for You, so check it out.